I'm muted. I've been muted this whole time. Luckily, I didn't say anything worthwhile. um, that reminds me, I'm gonna put some music on. I don't know why that reminds me to put music on, but I'm gonna put some music on. Let's. I don't have the. I don't have the. I've got a camera on my record player, but it's like this. So yeah, so luckily I wasn't saying anything worthwhile, and I was just saying I'm gonna work on some stuff. First thing I'm gonna go over forum, and then I'm gonna go over community PRs. So I have a couple projects where have PRs, and then I'll work on that JavaScript research map again, which I'm not looking forward to, but we're gonna refactor it. I already started refactoring it. Hey, I'm a pro, right? This is pro stuff. Thanks for telling me. I would have gone on for a long time. Okay. For some reason, I wanted to hear. This is not a good quality record, but it doesn't matter. This is. Is it Janis Joplin and Big Brother and the Holding Company? And the record's in really bad shape. I got it just for the novelty of it because it's like a classic blues record. But it's filthy. Look at that. It's. I haven't cleaned it. I've cleaned this several times, but it's still gross and dirty. Anyway, I've been having trouble with the music on my streams because they are copyright protected and they get muted sometimes. They're never muted live, but they get muted in YouTube and in the archive on Twitch. And some of them on YouTube were like, no, you can't even use that video. That is so scratchy. All right, anyway, back to the forum. Anyhow, it's like Mark has taken over some, and which I'm more than happy with. Mark's very informed about the neuroscience stuff. He reads a lot of papers. Also, can I know the difference between a cell's active and predictive state? I can understand it by their names. What's the state of the cell and implementation? I talk a lot about this in my videos, so if you're watching Baymax, there's a video called the Dendritic Spike on our HTM YouTube channel, which is up there. You can I don't have this hotkey, but here's the YouTube address, HTM School. There's videos that explain this, and there's papers that explain this too. So just do some digging. Mark's doing a nice job being a nice person and trying to explain how it works, but there's a lot of literature about this. Okay, whoops. Set up change point detection. Hey, this is from Freeman, who's VIP in the chat. Doesn't look like he's online right now. I tried running, so last thing I told him to run his data through HTM Studio. This looks like good data for HTM Studio. I would have predicted, I'm predicting what it would predict, but HTM Studio, from what I've seen, would have an anomaly here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, like maybe here. HTM Studio's done pretty well on stuff, on patterns like that. But he says the system detects the first anomaly, but not the second. I think this is because the system is already adapted to the anomaly. The first anomaly, but not, well, what did you declare? Is this the first anomaly? Is this the second? So I'm interested in seeing. Can you show the? You show the graph. So HTM Studio gives you an indication of. Gives you a starting point. Given let's say as far as model parameters. So HTM Studio basically uses that one function in NuPic that says get model parameters, anomaly detection model parameters is this long function. We did that for HTM Studio, and that's what we use for all anomaly detection. If you used those params and started tuning how fast learning, no, not learning, how fast synapses decay. I think it's global decay, it's something like that. One of you guys might know this in chat. One of these model parameters for the temporal memory is going to affect learning. There's something in here that affects learning. It's maybe global decay, max age, permanence decrement. No, that's how fast it forgets when it's not reinforced. So permanence decrement. Okay, so I think he can mess with permanence decrement. I'm gonna tell him to look in the model parameters here. How fast synapses decay in the TM params. Okay, take a look at these sample params. The ones you might twiddle with are, this is a decent answer, you guys. Permanence decrement. I think permanence decrement. Oh no, not that. What happened there? Oh, my copy didn't copyright. There we go. Copyright. Okay. Permanence decrement. And I don't know what global decay does. I'm not sure what global decay does. Global decay. It seems like like just a setting to. Oh, it's obviously not on, but it seems like the right thing if you want synapses, memories of things to go away. Like this would be just a global way to decay them. But I'm gonna look this up in the code. Might as well. I'm gonna look it up in the code, and we're gonna see what global decay is in NuPic. That's the Python code base. And this isn't the right project. There it is. And I am just going to search the source for global decay and see where global decay. This is in the temporal memory parameters. I don't want to look in the shim. I want to look in the temporal memory. See, it's in here. It should be global decay. It's only in the shim? Why is it only in the shim? Okay, that's weird. So let's figure out what's going on here. It's only in this one place. Super, what's the super of this? Oh gosh, okay. Let me redo this search. This doesn't seem right. Find in path, global decay. I'm hitting return too quickly. Find in path, and I want to open in find window. There we go, okay. All right, so it's in backtracking TM. It's in temporal, so it's a backtracking TM parameter. But that's what it's for. So actually, maybe that's fine. Because if you're doing anomaly detection, you probably want to use the backtracking TM. Here we go, global decay. I wonder if there's a good parameter for it. Here we go. Global. I guess it was, there we go. Value to, you know what? This is in the docs. If I look up the backtracking TM, or if I do global decay, it should find something, right? Yes, okay, sequence memory, there we go. Okay, where is it though? So this is in the backtracking TM, I'm sure. Yeah, backtracking temporal memory. Value to decrease permanences when the global decay process runs. Global decay will remove synapses if their permanence value reaches 0. It'll also remove segments when they no longer have synapses. So that's not actually what we want. Unless it goes along with the maximum age, which it might. Max age is the number of iterations before global decay takes effect. So maybe this is what he wants. Maybe he should look into global decay and max age. So I'm gonna highlight this. Global decay And I'll give him a link to, I think this might be something he can toy with. Permanence decrement, and then max age. Let's just do this. Let's change the highlight here so it highlights max age. Right. And that should be highlighted. Right? Yeah. Okay. Max age. Okay. Max age. You might twiddle permanence decrement. Okay, let's search for now permanence decrement and see what docs come up with that. Algorithms API. No, that's not what I want. Oops. I want, it's in the model params, obviously. Temporal memory get and set permanence decrement. So I know that's not a backtracking thing. I'm going to close the window because there's some construction going on. Okay, it wasn't construction, it was an edger. You know, that you cut along a sidewalk. Okay, so it's definitely in here, permanence decrement. Amount by which permanence of synapses are decremented during learning. So this just means it forgets faster. Excuse me. Huh. All right, so I'll leave it at that. I gave him a couple links. Okay, so I'd love to see the graph. I'd like to see what it looks like. It would be cool if in HTM Studio you could twiddle with the parameters a little bit, but that's what, it was really sort of like a teaser. If this works for your data, maybe HTM will work for you, you know. Okay, so leave it at that. See how, it takes a long time to get through forum posts every morning. Oh, Sheriff, you were on Twitch earlier. May you check my pseudocode. Check my pseudo. Oh, yes, you mean pseudocode. Okay, so this is for boosting. So this is Marty trying to help Sheriff implement boosting. And this is all about duty cycles. So he's got a function called calculate new duty cycle. So I explained this yesterday, actually, in the AI chat. If you look at my videos, there's a process in spatial pooling called boosting, and it involves duty cycles, and each mini column has its own duty cycle. So basically, this is creating accepting an array of duty cycles. Each element in the array is representing one of the mini columns and its duty cycle. And the duty cycle is a scalar value that represents how active it's been over a certain time window, which is probably the period. Maybe that's the time window. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so this is basically calculating a new duty cycle by saying this is doing an array operation. So for each element in the array, it's performing this this operation. It's taking its period. I don't know what this -1 plus new input, but it's basically doing it's adding to the duty cycle average. You know, it's adding it to the average activity of this new input, adding it to the current duty cycle, which I think makes sense to me. The -1, what exactly is the period? I guess I need to understand that. So here, inference is SP compute output. Hold on. Where's summertime? Did we already hear it? Dang, I missed it. This isn't doing it for me, this album. I'm gonna change it to something a little more upbeat. It's not doing it for me. Alright, we're gonna go with the White Album. Check this out. I got I actually have a White Album. I got this as a gift from a friend of mine. The White Album is the Beatles, for those of you who don't know music stuff. Isn't that a pretty picture down there? That little white record spinning. I love that. All right. Flew in from Miami Beach. Okay. So, inference and learning phases. Do the inference to get the output, and then in the learning phase, we have to go through all of those mini columns and decide if they were properly activated and whether we should reinforce them or not, right? Is that... I don't really understand what clamp is. So I didn't expect to be doing this type of code review this morning, but clamp. What's clamp? Clamp programming function. Clamp function. I'm sure it's... Or you're squeezing out something? Clamp function. Clamping. It's a graphics. Process of limiting a position to an area. So clamping pseudocode for clamping merely moves the point to the nearest available value. So you've got an X within a min and a max, and it just moves it to the min or the max. That makes sense. Okay, so I wish I could make... This would be nice if we're in a GIST or something. So it's clamping the permanence value to either 1 or 0. Probably have to understand. Okay, so I'm gonna respond to this guy's. I imagine Sheriff. I hope you're watching this, but based on your code, it looks like you're. I can't tell you your experience level, but you might not know what clamp is. So but I'll let you ask that question. So I won't respond to that. So we're saying for cell and enumerate all of the input. This is going to be through the input space. So cell state in input space. If it's 0, we do nothing. If not, we look at the sp.synapses. So sp.synapses, that array. Okay, so assuming that each synapse has an index to the input. Right. So if I assume that it has an index to the input, then it also has an index to where it exists in the mini column structure, right? I'm looking for that and I don't see it. Synapse dot something else. There's a permanence. So it has a permanence, and you're adding the permanence active increment if it was true. So basically, this is a simplified version of learning. You know, you're incrementing you're learning, you're reinforcing the learning if you're correct, and you're decrementing the permanence if you're incorrect. And then doing the active duty cycles. I'm not certain. I mean, you deciding whether this is correct. Don't you have to compare? So we're already in the input here. So now I'm looking at. Oh, okay. So this is the input, and this is the synapse index, right? At the synapse index to the input. I think this looks right. Does this look right to you guys? Does anybody following me? It's just checking to see if the input is on for all of its synapses. So this is essentially the receptive field that of all of the mini columns. You know, it's not. I mean, we're just throwing them all together in a list called synapses, and we're just going over each one. So that makes sense. So then we're saying We're keeping a list of duty cycles for the mini columns and saying recalculate all these duty cycles based on the output, which is the inference, and that would be the new input. So this is the new input. Right, okay, yeah, right. Plus the new input. Duty cycle times period minus 1. As long as I understand what period is. I don't quite understand. So period is not defined. I guess maybe that's my one. The overlap array returns the entire overlap score array. SP overlap duty cycle. Calc duty cycles with the overlaps. Right, so there's an active duty cycle and then there's an overlap duty cycle. I think Marty knows what he's doing here. I just have some confusion about the period. Honestly, I have yet to implement this. I have not written a spatial pooler from scratch yet. So as far as I can tell, it looks like you're doing it right. This looks very familiar to how Nupic does it, keeping the two duty cycles. Duty cycle arrays, yeah. And then for cell state and then for the output cell state. And this is actually applying the boost. So most of the work is done just maintaining the active duty cycles. And hey Freeman, you're on. I just saw that you responded already. You'll see this video eventually, probably. Okay, so this looks right to me. This looks right to me. So we're maintaining active duty cycles here, and then we're applying boosting based upon those active duty cycles by getting the neighbor. The tricky bit here is when you've got topology, getting your neighbors, but you know, it's not that tricky, honestly. Okay, yeah, so this pseudocode looks good to me. If you want more in-depth introspection, see my latest Twitch stream, which is recording right now. I had a lot of stream of comments about it as, no, I don't need to say that. Whoops, I don't need to say that. If you want more in-depth introspection, see my latest Twitch stream, which is recorded right now. One thing you might define is period. Assuming it's a scalar value, and other than that, it is a bit confusing having the two duty cycle types to manage. I never really explained this in any videos. I've not actually ever implemented spatial pooling. Hopefully I will soon. Okay, back to defect synapse and spatial pooler. Hi everyone, can you tell me what happens if I consider defective synapse in spatial pooler? It seems like this figure. Some connections are outside the receptive field and some inside. A synapse is called as defect off if it always disconnected even training. Otherwise, if synapse is called as defect on it if it always connected even training. Okay. What would happen? There should not be any connections of the inputs outside this area. Discussion is posed by, yeah. So I think this may be an uninformed question. Defect synapse. I think, but he also might just be asking if there's a defective synapse in the spatial pooler. Okay. I will answer. I think I know what you're asking. If there is a defective synapse failure, synapse in the there is, I'm going to try and generalize this. The spatial pooling process is the spatial pooling process is resistant to synapse failure. If synapses, let's say proximal. If proximal synapses, I can't type synapses, fail, oh my God. Deep breath. If proximal synapses fail, the system will generalize and performance does not degrade much. I have a video on this, don't I? I know I do. Here comes the thing. Sorry, this happens every time. Don't play, don't play. What is it? So I did a video on this. Capacity, comparison, overlap, sets, subsampling. Sets and unions. So probably the sets and unions really kind of show. If you find yourself, I hate watching myself in the. There's one of these I really like turn up the noise. This isn't it. This isn't it. It's the one before. But one of them really shows this well. Shut up! I think it's this one. I think it's overlap, sets, and subsampling. So there's one of these, I've got a noise slider, and I'm increasing the noise. Wasn't this one? I thought it was this one. Maybe it's not this one. Was it the one before this one?
This is the most
Shut
amazing
up. It is. Maybe it is the very, very first one. I mean, it's a super important concept in for spatial pooling. Is this idea of the there? Yeah, this is it. The one with the noise. Yeah. So let me start here, and I'll just share this with him at that time. Start at 9:32. Copy. Okay. This video explains how SDRs enable this behavior. Maybe not behavior. Okay. Okay. Back to Freeman. What graph are you referring to? I'm talking about the graph or chart that HTM Studio showed you of your data with anomalies overlaid on top. Let's assume NUPIC would have caught the second anomaly also. I still don't see how these parameters would help with doing step-up detection. Up or down, it doesn't matter, right? I still don't see how these parameters would help with step-up detection. Okay, well, these params affect how quickly the system forgets patterns it has learned. If the problem is that let me just say, for a step problem, you want to forget the old plateau EAU quicker, right? Okay, this is about step up, emphasis on the up. I don't think it matters. It really should not matter, up or down. Okay, forum's done. I'm done with the forum. Let's get some work done now. So PRs, we're going to PRs. The HTM community fork is buzzing along, so that's awesome to see. I think they're energized because they know that we're not going to make a NUPIC 2.0 that's Python 3 compliant, so I think they're happy, and it gives them a little bit of energy to keep moving on this. I have not been keeping up on it, but I will. I'm going to. When I can finish up some of the stuff that I have to get done, I want to dig into this fork and try and do a hot gym with the fork or something like that, just to give it a test. So research stuff is happening. I'm not keeping track of that right now. I closed this, but someone commented on it, so maybe I should look. Yeah, so I just referred him to the quick start. 3 methods to create models. Can I know what's the difference? Also, I learned about swarming. Can I know the reason for swarming? Okay, please join our forum and ask questions like this there. That would be here. Okay. Papers, fine. Numenta Web, that's Joanne. We had our marketing people make commits into GitHub, which is amazing, is awesome. NUPIC Pi, this is the fork. Oh, somebody's touching the fork. I just want to look and see what it is. I'm curious. Okay, so it's a README change. The goals. I had a PR to this fork, didn't I? Did it get merged? I don't even remember. Maybe it did. I don't remember. Because I just updated the README and changed some of the verbiage. Yeah, I did. It did. Thanks for merging my PR. Okay, cool. Okay. Now, these aren't the ones that I... Okay, here we go. I've got one here, and I think there's one here. Object. Oh, I archived this one. That's right. I renamed it this. All right, so we've got pull requests here. So I'm going to start with this. This is from Will, and who's on chat. So I'm finally getting to your stuff, Will. And I think I started working on this. So this is Pippi and V. Oh yeah, I remember not doing this because I specifically wanted to understand what I was doing. So let me get my shell up here, and we'll take a look at this PR. Get out of this directory. NTA, HTM, 2D object modeling. I've already got his branch. Let's git pull everything. Nothing's coming. Oh, git pull upstream master. I don't think anything's new. Git pull origin. I don't think anything should be new there either. And then I'll fetch Will's branch, which probably does have new things. Something's merging. Oh yeah, that was the Java stuff. I hadn't pulled that in yet. Git fetch, code all the things. That should get me the rest of his branches. And then do I have this branch? I don't. Okay, so git checkout, code all pipenv. Pipenv. Let's see here. Pipenv. Losing track of where my cursor is. Okay, git checkout. I'm going to check out a new branch. I'm going to call it pipenv, and it's going to be code all the things pipenv. All right, so what did we do here? What is pipenv? Python development workflow for humans. It's a tool that aims to bring the best of all packaging worlds, bundler, composer, npm, cargo, yarn, that's a lot of packagers, to Python. Windows is a first-class citizen. Automatically creates and manages a virtual engine for your project. I like that already. And adds and removes packages from your pip file as you install uninstall packages. Also generates the ever-important pipfile.lock, which is used to produce deterministic builds. So that's like a version locking thing, which is good, I hope. Do I need to see a short animation of pipenv at work? I'm not sure if I do or not. Let's take a look. Nope, I don't. Okay, I don't need to use pip and virtualenv separately. They work together, managing requirements. So pip uses a pip file and pip lock. Hashes are used everywhere, always. Gives you insight. So brew install pipenv. Okay, let's try this out. I didn't mean to turn it off.
Left uptown. I need a fix 'cause I'm gone down. Mother Superior jumped the gun. Mother Superior jumped the gun.
Oh man, if I'm worried about copyright protection, I better not play the Beatles, right? That could ruin everything. I just realized that. My videos keep getting censored because I'm playing music in the background. And I don't really care about monetization. I could give a crap about making money on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. I just don't want them to mute the audio or to not even allow the video to be viewed, which happened to one of my Twitch videos just because I played a song in the background, which is ridiculous, you know. Okay, so I got it. All right, now I just need to understand what he changed. So we've got a new README. So let me look at the README then. I'm not on NuPic anymore. It says HTM 2D object modeling. We've sort of merged. We had a couple of projects sort of that were like competing a bit, and we sort of merged them together. So now we've got this, and it's got JavaScript objects and Python, and I swore it also had Java, but that was before I switched to this branch. Yeah. So yeah, README. Is this right? Am I in the right place? Up to date with pipenv. Hold on. Oh, Python README. Sorry, I'm flaking out here. There we go. Okay, so let's get into this. Brew install pipenv and then just pipenv install. So I should be able to do that from the Python directory. So I'm gonna blow away my virtual env if I'm gonna do this. Actually, let me just move it to old venv just for now in case it doesn't work and I really just want to get this over with. So then I can say pipenv install. Okay. Is it gonna work? I timed that right and I didn't time it. How do you know when to time it right? I added a button to play a drum roll. That's what you do on Twitch. You have buttons to play drum. Hey, Sheriff. Glad to see you. I was just talking about you and your work trying to create an HTML in Rust. And I looked over Marty's code. Did you see that? Maybe you're just joining. You probably did not see it. But he showed you like the exact right code. You'll have to figure it out and make it work for you. But I'm pretty sure this looks pretty good. There's some new concepts in here that you'll have to understand what a duty cycle is. So it takes a bit of thinking about this before you'll get it right. But keep trying, keep at it. It's hard stuff. This is not easy stuff, you know. It's hard. This is pretty hard. Where are we? So I need to stay on topic. So Sheriff, if you want to know all the details about what I was thinking, go back and rewatch this video in the archive. All right, success. I don't have a button for success. I only have this. So eventually I'll have a success button. In the meantime, we won't celebrate anything. Okay, so I pip and so what did that do? Where's the virtual env? So it's in the pip file. There's a test cache pip file. Let's look. So it added a pip file and a pip lock. Okay, so we're going to. So here's where you're defining what you need. So this is like instead in lieu of requirements, or not. No, this reads requirements. This reads requirements, and this is created on the fly, right? Oh, my home directory. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna take a look. Actually, I'm gonna take a look here. I usually put them in virtual ins. I used to have that. So nothing new there. And I don't know where it went. Virtual env. So I can delete the requirements and just use pipenv. I guess maybe it just handles it and I don't have to worry about it, huh? It doesn't matter where it is, right? Who cares? Okay, so I can delete the requirements and just use pipenv. Okay, I can do that. So this PR didn't delete the requirements. And this lock is like package lock, I assume, in NPN. Okay, so now I should be able, okay, so I run pipenv Python. Okay, interesting. Well, wait, is this, well, we'll see, is this a command or a directory for Python? I think it's a command. So we'll try it. I'll run it right now. We'll find out. I'm in the Python directory, so pipenv-h. No, it is. Okay, so if I go down a directory, this should work. No. Is Python supposed to be a command? Oh, maybe I need to do Python 3 because my environment's stupid. Let's see. Hold on. Let me try something out here. pipenv ls. Okay. pipenv options command. So it's expecting a command, and Python was the command there. I should create a new project, install. Did I forget to install? No, I did install. Graph check, pipenv run Python. Yeah, that's what I just ran, but it didn't work. Oh, run. I didn't use the word run. So pip, I'm gonna do this, get some muscle memory going. Pipenv run Python Okay, that's it. Okay, run python -m unit test tests star.py. There we go. Okay, great. I can deal with that. So I'm gonna add the run in here. You want to add it, or do you want me to add it? Because I'll merge it and add it, or it's fine with me. Just let me know. All right, I'm gonna add it. Sheriff, you use VNV and put in one folder. Yeah, I did that. I do that. I have a virtual ends folder in my home directory, but I really kind of prefer to keep them with the project now, because I end up using a different environment for every project. So I don't know why I would keep them all there. I still have a bunch there, but they're more like the global. This is the Python 2 I use for this. This is the Python 2 I use for that. But per project seems to be cleaner to me. It keeps everything segregated. You don't have to worry about screwing up stuff. Okay, so I'm going to merge this PR, and I'm going to. All this is a README update, huh? That's pretty. Yeah, there's not much to. All right, I'm gonna merge it, and then I'm gonna change the run right now before I forget it. I'm gonna go to master and pull, and then I will have a README here. Hopefully, no. Wait, what? What did I just do? Did I not just merge this? Yeah, merged. Oh yeah, I haven't pushed. This is in my origin, right? Git pull origin. I don't know what I had. Okay. Remove old thing. And now I should have that README. And I do. And I'm just going to put run here. And that's it. Fixed run command in py readme. Let's work directly off of upstream. I mean, we don't yeah, we don't need to work on my origin. Let's okay, so for all my remotes, I'm gonna push. I'm not even gonna create a PR. I'm just gonna push git push upstream master, and we're gonna work. I'll do that at the very end. But from here on out, let's just create PRs directly against master. So don't worry about I'll create my PRs against upstream. You create your PRs against upstream, and we'll merge them there. So don't worry about my fork. We'll just both be working on the same thing. Once I get all these PRs, I think it'll be easier that way. Then I won't have to be merging yours and then merging mine in. We can still work on the same stuff pretty easily that way. Okay, next PR. Did I commit that? Yeah, I did. Okay, next PR. X and Y were inverted. I'm not surprised. I'm bad with sometimes my X's and Y's are never mind. Looks like we fixed a path here too. Okay, so fix visualization, git checkout branch, call it the same thing. Fix visualization, code all the things, fix visualization. And so this was for the JavaScript, right? I think we might end up not even using this. If the Pygame stuff works out, it would be nice, but we'll see. So for now, this stuff hasn't changed, so I should be able to just go into the JavaScript folder and say, wait. Hold on. Okay. npm start. I hope no, I never did that. Wait, what did I do? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, it's parcel. Okay, parcel. Just want to make sure all is well. Yeah, so they look different, but that's the way they should have been in the first place, right? So that's fine. I'm gonna look at the objects. Where are they? There they are. A 3334. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I had it wrong. Okay, that's fine. Very good. Good catch. Good catch. I don't need to review it. Merge it. Not missing anything? Am I? Yeah, merge it. Merge it. Let's go to the next one. New retro objects. Ooh. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, cool. Absolutely. I'm loving this. So this went back. Where does this path keep going back and forth? Oh, it's just I get it. These are all independent. Okay. So this basically adds the boats. I don't need to, or the cool objects. We're totally gonna take these. Let's get them. So now I'm gonna pull that because I want to see them. Get pull. Okay, already up to date. Wait a minute. This shouldn't be up to date, should it? Oh, did this merge into? Yeah, this merged into my master. Get pull origin master. Oh, Sheriff, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you joined the forum. There we go. Okay, so now I, of course, going to open Atom as a JavaScript editor for the time being. I should see, where's my, oh, there it is. So instead of object values objects, render all the objects. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So let's see this again. All right, nice. I love it. A Palm Pilot. Big props for the Palm Pilot. You see that, guys? We've got a Palm Pilot. I don't know why, but I think that's fun. I'm gonna mark it. There's our Nementa coffee cup, a boat. Okay, cool. Next PR. Next PR. Very cool, Will. Thank you. And adds a Circle CI build. This is awesome. Okay, great. We have tests, right? So let's see. We've got merge conflicts in the README. Excuse me. Let me commit my changes. Let me commit my changes first, and then we'll deal with the merge conflicts. I'm just gonna get push origin master. All I did was I added the run, and there might have been like one other thing. I can't remember. Wait a minute. I'm in fixed visualization. Sorry, I'm in the wrong place. Get pull origin master. Just want to make sure. So I was going to check. Why is it taking so long? Okay, I'm going to put something on, hopefully that's not going to get me in trouble. Some music that's not going to get me in trouble. I know this won't get me in trouble. This won't get me in trouble. This will not get me in trouble. Because I know these guys they don't care. I don't even know which record is first, and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. This is A. Okay. This is heavy, but droning, so makes up for it.
Brains.
Hey man, thanks for the follow. HQ Dead. What are you up to? HQ Dead, nice name. Okay. Back to the screen. What I was trying to do here. I am checking out this. I want to get the Circle CI build, but I want to make sure that I'm all up to date. I know that I'm up Steam. I know this is already up to date, but I just can't help doing it all the time. Okay, so hey Will, why didn't you commit the pip file? Shouldn't that be committed? This guy right here. So our Circle CI. So we're getting a Java build. Run. It should be committed. There's another one in the Circle CIPR. Okay. Does this one have Java? Yeah, so Java, I've got Java. I didn't even look at this. I just assumed it was all good. So I'm gonna, let's just merge it, and then I'm just gonna merge it and we'll just try and make it work. I haven't set up a Circle CI in a while, but I have done it, so I think everything will be fine. Okay, great. Oh, this one includes the Java. That's what all this stuff is. So but it's more than circles for just the Java, right? Yeah, there's the pip file. There's the lock. Python README update. So this is sort of wrapping it all up. Yeah. So, okay. Great. So I'm gonna. This wasn't any real changes. All right, just formatting, syntax changes, style changes. Okay. Looks good to me. Okay, let's take it. I'm not gonna download it. I'm just going to merge it, and then I'm gonna merge it into master, and we're gonna try and. Oh yeah, we gotta resolve conflicts. Hopefully we can just do it right here on GitHub. I've never done this on GitHub before, so I'm not sure if I can. Go next. Can you choose one or the other in this interface? It doesn't look like you can. All this did was change a link. You can edit it right there. Oh, perfect. So I don't know which one's better. I'm gonna go with this one because that one has, I think the docs link is better. Okay, great. Okay, I'm loving this. Add a package, this stuff you want, and this is, oh, all I gotta do is add the run somewhere, right? Pip env, yeah. So that's gonna go here. And that's it. Okay, cleaned up. Mark is resolved. Commit merge. That's sweet. I like that. That's an easy merge. That's a hell of a lot easier than having to get it all local and do the same thing basically on my computer. I love GitHub. GitHub's got amazing tools. Okay, merge. Let's see if we can get a Circle CI build up. Okay, where am I? I'm in master. Git pull origin. Should get me all that stuff, and then I'm just gonna push it to master, and then we'll work on circle. What am I doing today? I did the forum, and now I'm reviewing community pull requests on projects that we've been working on. Right now, This is just stuff from Will, who's coded all the things in chat. He has improved our 2D object modeling project quite a bit with some PRs, so I'm just trying to make sure we get all those in, and we're going to get it running in a continuous integration server up online. So every time anybody commits to the code, the tests will be run, the PR will be validated. It's a wonderful thing if you're a software engineer to have automatic continuous integration running on your project. It just gives you a sense of security, and so it's a great thing that we'll set that up. So that's what I am doing. What did I mess up? Untracked. The following untracked working trees. That's fine. Remove that and that dot lock. Oops. Down one. Down one. Once I get these PRs done, I'm gonna be working on JavaScript. That Numenta research map thing that I did, I'm just not happy with it. It's messy, so I cleaned it up a little bit over the weekend, and I tore out the whole overlay. And I'm gonna sort of start from the simplest place I could get it, where it worked, and to try and add the navigation again. So I'm gonna start there. I've already done a little bit of refactoring. It wasn't a very well written project, honestly. Yeah, it happens. Okay, so we're all good. We got the circle stuff. Let's take a look at this. I want to actually look at the whole project in Atom. Let's close Python. Whole project in Atom. And Circle CI. So here we go. Here's our config. So let's go to Circle CI. Circle CI. I'm assuming that's the URL. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. No, it's not. Circle CI. There we go. I know, I've already got an account here, for sure. We have Circle CI jobs for Numenta too. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to HTML Community Organization. Okay, and we are going to, I haven't done this in ages, so I'm gonna sort of trial and error my way through this, but I know I should be able to create a new project or job or something. Okay, untested projects, here we go. Maybe in here. HTML 2D, there it is, object modeling. That's the one that's not tested. So, config. No, that's, yeah. Okay, how to configure, add that, I did it. Or, well, Will did it. Configure resources, you're not following, I'll follow the project then. Okay? It's building. It's built, is it seriously building? It says not running, but. So it's a queue. It's running now. This is amazing. It failed. All right, let's see what happened. You can't expect it to, dude, if this would have passed first thing, Will, I would have been pretty impressed. Because this stuff never works right the first time, does it? Not for me anyway. Okay, so no configuration was found in your project. Oh, that's baloney. Let's see. This configuration auto should, don't rerun this job. Rerunning will have no effect. Thanks for the notification. Okay, so let's figure out why. Let's figure out why. Circle CI docs. Docs. I gotta get this out. I got something annoying me. Hey, good point. Good point. That's one of the reasons. Did I think I pushed to... No, I just pulled. Get push. Upstream master. So we're just pushing wholesale. We're pushing it. I'm not creating a PR or anything. We're just going to push it to the fork. Paraprogramming for the win. Thank you, Will. Who knows how long I would have been like, why is it not there? All right, so let's watch it respond. We should get, it should pop up. There it is. So here we go. We should be able to watch it run too. Now I'm going to be applauding Will when it runs the first time. I'm sure you tested this out on your branch, right? You can do that in Circle CI. Java worked. Cool. So did Maven clean test? Nice. So there is one test in there. You actually wrote a little app test. That's cool. I used to do primarily Java development. Oh, such a long time ago, but it's been so long, like really long. We got a success, it looks like. Awesome. So two builds. So we had two builds pop out of this, a build Java and a build Python. Way to go, Will. I don't have a success button yet. So we'll do this anyway. Just pretend it was like, yay! Awesome. We have Circle CI. Hey, we could also add a badge to it now. That's pretty cool, man. That's teamwork. That's teamwork. Fist bump. Way to go. Appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna forget about that for now. I got all your stuff merged. We got everything pushed to upstream. So from here on out, we will create PRs against this. So we'll create PRs against community, HTML community, and then this one was the Pygame setup, and this was the one that Tachyon was working on. Are you there? I don't think he is. That's okay. He'll probably watch later. And he had I thought there was something I needed to do here too. Maybe I already did it. Hold on. I never told anybody on Discord that I was live streaming. Alright, this is my streamer mode, Discord. If you want to join the Discord HTM community, the link's down in the Twitch, on my Twitch page. So I totally forgot to let those guys know I was even doing this. I swore I had another. Let me see. My projects, my stars, my gifts, my profile. First, let's maybe it's in Trello. I thought there was something else. I thought there was another PR somewhere. You got that done, didn't you? That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's what Tachyon was doing. Pygame implementation. Investigate Gherkin. That was the next big thing I wanted to do. And I wish I could do it today. I'd really love to. But I got to get this darn research map done. Where was it? I swear I was talking to Tachyon, and I think it was in the technical. It was in the technical chat here. Come on, where was it? That was Sunday. Yeah, it was. It was over the weekend. I swear he had posted like a PR. Is this it? Oh no, that was the one I was saying you, Will, were doing. I don't see any. I think I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to try and get his Pygame stuff working. I was just going to figure out if I could even get it working. I was having running Pygame. I was having problems running Pygame. That was the issue, and I would like to try and see. So here's the idea. If anybody's confused, because I was a little confused too. The only reason that we've got these different language folders is really so that we can have a starting place for people to write tools to solve the object recognition tasks that we're going to write. In the JavaScript folder, all we have right there is just this object library visualization code. That's it. So Tachyon wanted to try and create an environment in Pygame, which is interesting because I don't know. It just seems like it might be a little bit more flexible way to watch an agent move through a space or something. So I was like, go for it. So he set up this object viewer, or he's working on setting up an object viewer in Pygame, which might be a more fun environment in the long run anyway. So I was just trying to get it to run. The thing is that yes, it's in Python, so you could run an HTML in Python directly, but we have to separate out this tool that's attached to the object library from the implementations that might be running the tests that we're going to define. So I don't want this Pygame Python project or code base to be coupled to an HTML implementation. And I think that was Tachyon's assumption, is that that's what would happen. And I don't think we should do that. I think that we have to keep those things decoupled. This is a object library visualization editing tool, perhaps, maybe even a playback tool, so you can watch, because I'm getting this idea of there's going to be sort of time steps involved in each attempt to recognize objects, so you'll get a record of where an agent was, and then so you could see where it was and what features it was seeing and what it thinks it's looking at. So we should be able to visualize that, each sort of competitor that builds a system we should be able to play back its where the agent is and what it thinks the object is over time, which would be interesting to do visually, as we're looking through the results. So anyway, that's the idea that I was getting at. All right, I'm going to take a bio break. So I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. I'll leave the sleep on for you guys because I know everybody loves it, right? Be right back.